Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dorothy Beninga and I love to share about my faith. I love to talk about Jesus. Today I will not be preaching at you, even though I hardly believe that's what I do. I don't like the concept of preaching at people. I just love to share what I learn in my daily walk and experiences with God. But today I'm coming from a different approach. I woke up this morning, I even slept last night with a heaviness in my heart, in my spirit. So, three people that I know, three strong people that many people lean into or lean onto for strength, are going through a moment of grief right now. Lost loved ones, and as somebody who has experienced grief firsthand, I tend to be very empathetic in situations like this, meaning that I tend to lean into finding myself facing or experiencing a bit of the grief that the person going through what he's going through is experiencing. And it just reminds me of the reality of life and how things are not always as pleasing as we want to expect it or expect it to be. But then today I just want to come on here and to encourage anyone that is probably going through something that he might not even be able to come out and talk about. Okay, I know that plenty of people are going through a different type of heaviness. For some it might be grief, you're mourning the death of a loved one. For some you're just trying to figure out what to do with your life. For some it might be that you're so working so hard and it seems like everything that you're doing is not just working out or it's taking too much time. For some, you're in a season of waiting, which I am also personally. I'm in a season of waiting. In fact, I've been waiting for so long and I've literally asked God, what is going on? Like, it almost seems like I am at the brink of this thing happening and then it doesn't happen and I have to continue waiting and so on. And then I know for some it might also be, it's not, you're just trying to, like I said, for some they're trying to figure out what is going on in my life. For some it is waiting. For some, different levels of expectation, or you just don't know what's going on, right? I pray that you find Jesus in this moment, in this experience. The Good Shepherd, one of his responsibility is to restore our soul and to refresh us based on Psalms 23. He restores our soul. And sometimes I think of restoration like somebody who has walked under the sun, or refreshing rather. Somebody who has walked under the sun, had a very long day. I remember one time I was on set, I was so exhausted. I was tired. I was having cramps and I was tired and I'd shot under the sun, and then in the evening I still had another scene where I had to do it barefooted and I was tired. I came back home, my entire body was aching. And I remember when I laid on my bed and I felt all of the pain at once. And it felt like it was gradually being sapped out of my body. And that was a form of refreshing for me. And the truth about refreshing is that sometimes you might have to feel all of these things at once, and then gradually it is being sapped out of your body, or it's being, yes, out of your body. I pray that in this moment of your grief, or of your confusion, or of your waiting, or of your trying to figure it out, that you find the Good Shepherd. Yes, the truth is that God makes everything beautiful in its time. And even though this might be very hard for us to accept, as God's timing is perfect, because we always have plans of what we want to do with our lives, of how we want our lives to be, what I want to do at this point. But I just pray that you find God in your now. May the Lord heal every broken heart. May the Lord answer every, question in our hearts. May the Lord give you direction where you need Him the most. May He give you insight. May it become clear eventually, gradually. But in all of this, remember that you have to stay with God. Yes, even if it means staying in silence. I do this a lot of times. Sometimes I don't even know the words to pray, and I just tell God, I know you're here. I know you're here, and I am here. So let's just be together. Just stay with me. I don't know what to say, but just stay with me in this moment. I don't know if this is going to really make sense to anybody that is watching this video, is going to eventually watch this video. But in all of the noise that the world is making, in all of the chaos, and sometimes for you it might be silence that is deafening. The silence is very noisy. May you find God. May you find the one who restores and refreshes the soul. May you find the healer, the one who makes whole and complete. May you find the answers that you need. May you find him. Because the truth is that when you find God, you find everything. Have a blessed week, and until I see you on my next video, I hope that this has blessed you somehow. And you probably share it with somebody, and it also will be a blessing to him. Goodbye.